Welcome back. This is the Premier League preview show on Citi TV. My name is Nathan Kwa once again. I promised you something really exciting to start off the show, and I'm delivering that promise right now. Now, typically, I'd introduce my guests, fellow journalists, pundits. Today, I've got two very special guests in the studio. They've flown all the way from North London to join us. They are in town to spread the good news of the red side of North London. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce Robbie Lyle of AFTV.
Hi,
Robbie, how are you doing?
No, I'm good. It's great to be in Ghana.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Cecil, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. I'm happy to be here and looking forward to getting into this weekend's fixtures.
All right, so for those who follow a lot of content on social and YouTube and are Arsenal fans, you're very familiar with these two gentlemen, and we have them in the flesh right here. Guys, thank you so much and welcome to Ghana.
No, listen, it's been amazing since we've been here, so
Okay.
the pleasure's all ours.
I see. What brings you here? I mean, you could be in North London doing AFTV business supporting Arsenal, but you're a million miles away from home. But what exactly brings you to Ghana?
Well, we're here to watch the game against West Ham with fellow Arsenal fans here in Ghana. So we're doing a watch party, and what we're trying to do with AFTV is go around the world and really connect with Arsenal fans. So, you know, we wanted to come to Africa, and we've come to Ghana, the home of Thomas Partey, of course. Yes. And so looking forward to that big watch party that we're going to be doing. And we'll still be doing all our normal stuff back in England. We've still got our guys going to the game and stuff like that. We're still going to be covering all of that, but we're doing a special, really shedding a spotlight on the Ghanaian Arsenal fans.
The Ghanaian Ghana.
The Ghanaian Gunners, yes.
So what have you guys been up to? When did you arrive? What have you been doing since then and now?
We flew out on Monday, we arrived on Tuesday. We had an amazing welcome as we arrived with dancers. And honestly, it blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. The Ghanaians know how to one, party and two, welcome people. So we had an amazing welcome party, and honestly, it'll stay with me forever. Then we went to Cape Coast as well the following day after that, and you know, that was quite an eye-opening tour that we had around there, and learning about our history and the black people's history and all of that. And it was very, very, very interesting. And then we met this anti-king yesterday, which was incredible, absolutely incredible, very powerful.
I see, wonderful. Robbie, tell me, a lot of football fans like myself have seen you guys work throughout the years. Where did the idea of starting or going social to talk about all things Arsenal, where did that idea come from, and how has the evolution been for you?
Okay, well, I've been a lifelong Arsenal fan, and I just wanted to sort of create a platform where any fan, no matter who you are, could have your chance to have a say on the football club, but in video, you know? So that's basically, it was a really basic idea I had, and I just said to myself, I'd had it for a little while, that idea, but I hadn't really executed it. I didn't really know nothing about social media and videos and stuff like that. But then after a while, I said, no, this is the time. We've got to do this. And then we just started, it was literally started off with two people. It was me, I used to have a camera person, and we just used to go to every Arsenal game and interview fans. And it's just been a journey along the way, you know what I mean? Now we've got studios in London, we've got about 25 people working, because we also got another platform, DR Sports as well, which is like all football. And yeah, it's just been an incredible journey, going to different countries, going around the country in the UK, following Arsenal. So it's been amazing. It's been amazing.
So when did you join the team?
I joined 3 years ago. It's actually coming up to 4 years quite soon as well. And yeah, I joined it, and Robbie is the leader of the channel and is very inspiring of what he's created. And yeah, the connection we have between the fans and Arsenal has grown so much since being at the channel, and that was my goal when I first joined, was to give as many fans a voice. We kind of disrupted, well, Robbie initially disrupted mainstream media when it came to that, and now it continues, and they're watching a lot of what the channel does, and you see that in today's main media. So 3 years ago I started, and it's been history ever since. I've loved every minute and every day, especially being now we're here in Ghana. I mean, I've come a long way. It's been amazing.
I see. Robbie, how's your average day like? How is a day in the life of you in relation to AFTV? How is it like on the average?
Average day is a very busy day. Typically I wake up, well, first of all, you've got your family matters to deal with, like school runs and things like that. But then after that, I live just outside London now, so I travel in to the studio, and then between filming loads and loads of content all day long across the 2 channels, have to attend loads of meetings and meetings galore. We have a lot of meetings where we discuss content ideas and stuff like that. And then we watch lots of football. You know what I mean? That's it, we watch lots of football. But yeah, like every day's different, but every day there's a lot to do. It's like a very, very busy time. Being here has been nice to not have to be interacting my phone every minute. So that has been, I've enjoyed that. Yeah, I've enjoyed that, you know. But it's a very busy, but I love it. I enjoy my job. I enjoy what I do, so there's no complaints.
Especially in the transfer windows with Robbie. He has to do transfer daily, and so he's up
daily.
early in the morning.
That's going to be busy
stories for Arsenal signing.
Exactly.
I see. I mean, let's focus a bit on Arsenal. It's been a very, I won't say strange, but it's been a very interesting season for Arsenal. It started really well. Then Arsenal hit a bit of a slow patch, and then it started picking up again after the win against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Now we're in the new year. The season, you can almost see the finish line, and you see the fixtures that are ahead of you. When you think of Arsenal, how far can this team go? And can they actually get over the hump and get their hands on the Premier League title?
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to win the title because of the 2 teams you're up against, with Liverpool and Manchester City. Both of them have won titles in recent times. Both of them very experienced managers. But I think Arsenal got a chance. I really do. I think we had a bit of a rough patch around Christmas. You know, that defeat. You know, we were both at those games. To West Ham, who we're playing this week, of course, and also to Fulham, especially the Fulham one. They were real shocks to the system because Arsenal were kind of playing okay before then. But after Christmas now, we had that little break, and Arsenal have come back and they've been flying. You know, I mean, we beat Crystal Palace 5-0. You know, I mean, we went away to Nottingham Forest, which is not an easy game. I know to a lot of people watching this, they may think, you're supposed to win that. But the last 3 occasions we played them at their place, they've beaten us. And, you know, Cecil will testify, we always go there. It's not an easy...
And last season's game almost kind of condemned
that
Arsenal.
Condemned us, and it's a very hostile atmosphere when you go there. And I thought Arsenal were very comfortable that night. The 2-1 flattered them a bit because they kind of got that goal in the 89th minute. And then, of course, we had the Liverpool game where there was a lot of people writing Arsenal off. Before that game, I couldn't understand why, because we drew with Liverpool at Anfield. We played them in the FA Cup. I thought Liverpool were very lucky that day to get that win. We missed so many chances. And we were very dominant against Liverpool last week. So the momentum is pushing us back up in an upward trajectory. I think, you know, it's a long way to go still. I do still worry, can we have another one of them Fulham results in us? You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm still a bit
traumatized.
traumatized.
Go away from home and
But
kind of
I definitely think Arsenal have a chance. We've got a very good side. And if we can get some players back, I mean, if we could get Thomas Partey fit, you know, he could be a key player for us. If you got Partey, Rice in that midfield, you never know. But we're in it. We've got, you know, if we'd have lost to Liverpool, I think we're out. We would have been done. But beating Liverpool, now we're within 2 points of them, I think we're back in the title race.
Cecil, your thoughts on Arsenal's away trip this weekend? I guess when you think about West Ham, you go back to that loss at the Emirates, which was quite strange. I watched that game, and I couldn't believe what I was watching, how West Ham walked away with 2 goals and 3 points. How can Arsenal get back on track? How can they get one over West Ham? And how can they get 3 points on the day?
Well, it's a great question. I think, they'll be traumatised from the defeat, obviously, at the Emirates. Also, we went away in the Cup and we lost them as well. So they'll be thinking about that. But I think this is a bit of a different Arsenal that West Ham are facing, in the sense of, since we come back from Dubai, the warm weather training, the team seem re-infused. We've got players returning to full fitness as well. Tommy Yasu, I'm hearing, as well, might be available. I think that will give us the edge, because Mohamed Kudus, I know there's going to be many fans watching that, that obviously they're going to be supporting him, but Tommy Yasu is a very good defender, and if he's up against, it'll be a very good battle for them two up against each other. I think that will give us the edge, and our players seem to be finding form. Like the Liverpool game, which we spoke about earlier, we dominated Liverpool in that game. I think people forget that we scored every goal, including the goal they scored. It was off us, and we completely controlled that game. And I know this is away at West Ham, at the London Stadium, which has been a bit of a bogey place for us. But I feel like the team know that, and they know how important these 3 points are, especially for this title charge, that I think Arsenal fans are now starting to re-believe that it's possible that we can win the title.
All right. As we wrap it up, Robbie, you mentioned Thomas Partey. For a lot of Ghanaians who watch the Premier League, they're very excited to see one of our own playing at the highest level, the very highest level. Generally, what are the thoughts of Arsenal fans in relation to Thomas Partey, and how concerned are they that he's not been able to put together an extended run in the team?
Yeah, there's a lot of frustration because, we all know how good he is. We all know that this guy, if he's playing for our team, gives us great chances of winning games, because last season he was one of our best, probably apart from Saka, our best player. Yeah. But I think he's played 3 games this season. He's literally been injured the whole season. So there's a lot of frustration. It's like, when's he, the other couple of weeks ago he was coming back, and then he suffered a setback. And no player wants to be injured, but there's a lot of frustration around whether we're going to see the real Thomas Partey between now and the end of the season. If we can get him back and get him back firing,
massive.
It'd be absolutely huge for us, because everybody acknowledges he's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. He's an excellent player, he really is, and he's really missed.
I see, especially as you have to go to Old Trafford, you have to go to the
City,
Etihad at a point. It will be important. Just finally, you have a watch party this weekend, right?
Yes.
You're watching West Ham Arsenal. Where is it happening, and how will things play out?
Well, it's at the Legon Mall.
Yeah, Legon City Mall, yeah.
Yeah, Legon City Mall.
12 noon.
Yeah, starts at 12. There's 3 games. So there's the Arsenal versus West Ham game, Manchester United Villa, and then of course later on the big AFCON game, which I'm excited to see that final, Nigeria, Ivory Coast. And basically it's a free event. Fans can come along, get to meet us, or we want to meet them as well. We're going to make loads of content from there as well, which will be up on our channels. So yeah, really looking forward to watching the game with Ghanaian Arsenal fans and Ghanaian football fans in general, you know what I mean? Because I really do feel football is one of those things that really brings people together like nothing else in this world. It really does, you know what I mean? Because you can be at a game and you're sat next to, you don't even know who you're sat next to, right? But one thing you don't know their background, you don't know anything about that person, but the one thing you do know is you're both supporting the same team, and it's a wonderful thing. So being here in Ghana, to be able to connect with Ghanaian Arsenal fans and Ghanaian football fans is going to be incredible, and we're really looking forward to that event.
All right. Can you guys give us a prediction? West Ham Arsenal. West Ham Arsenal.
Make us jinx it on TV. I believe Arsenal will win, of course. I think it will be, though, quite a close game, because we spoke about on the show that West Ham going away is quite a difficult place to go for Arsenal. So I'm going to go 2-1. 2-1. I think we'll concede, but I think Arsenal will be able to have enough to beat West Ham.
Yeah, I think we'll concede, but I think we're going to win 3-1. I think when they beat us at the Emirates, we had so many chances, it was frustrating. Even last year when they drew with us in that game, we were 2-0 up.
Yeah, Arsenal were 2 up, Saka misses a penalty.
We could have made 3-1. Saka, we was at the game, remember? We were watching the game at first, like, this is easy.
Yeah, we're so comfortable.
But that's the thing about the Premier League, it's never easy, right? So they'll be, they'll be confident going into the game, and of course,
and they'll be pumped. I mean, they lost at Old Trafford.
Yeah, and it's the Declan Rice factor. So like all of a sudden, every time we play West Ham, they're really up for the game because their fans seem, I don't know why, but they seem annoyed at Declan Rice for coming to Arsenal. And they should accept that he went to a bigger club, you know what I mean? But so now all of a sudden that game's got a lot of fire to it. But I think the confidence of winning last week, the confidence this week come back, I'm going to go 3-1 to Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal. 3-1, you say 2-1. Bottom line, Arsenal wins.
Yes. What do you think the score's going to be?
I think Arsenal to win 2-1. Yeah. I go 2-1.
Okay. 2-1.
I go 2-1.
And Arsenal win.
This is
good.
We'll see. Guys, thank you so much, Robbie.
Thank you very much for having us.
Cecil, thank you so much. And there you have it, Robbie Lau, Cecil, both of AFTV. They'll be at the Legon Mall over the weekend on Sunday. So go out there, join them. It's a whole day serving of football. There's West Ham Arsenal, there's Villa Man United, and there's the AFCON final. Who are you guys tipping? The AFCON final?
I have to go for Ivory Coast. It's just like their name's written on it. They've defied all logic to get to the final.
They've lived their enchanted life.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast.
I see. So you're tipping Ivory Coast as well?
Yes, Ivory Coast as well.
Okay, all right. We'll see how all of that plays out. So like I said, Legon City Mall, that's where Robbie and Cecil and the rest of the gang from AFTV. And if you're a football fan, doesn't matter which team or club you support, just go out there, meet them, have fun, take pictures, and have a wonderful Sunday of great, great, great football. We'll take a very quick break. When we come back, I'll bring my other guests, and then we talk about the other games, Villa Man United, and then we'll talk about Manchester City versus Everton. This is the Premier League Preview Show on Citi TV. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.